Hey, what's up guys? Rednovadragon here. Today I'm going to be giving you a Geargia deck profile. Now I know what you're thinking. I haven't done any deck profiles for like 5 months now. Well, the thing is, with school being a priority, with like 1 week left, I'm just trying to make sure I succeed in my finals and projects. But now I'm here to give you a deck profile, a full deck profile, so main deck, side deck, and extra deck of what I have right now. So let's get right into it. Alright, so first of all, if you didn't already guess, 3 armors. Technically 4 armors because he counts as an armor. But yeah, and also 3 arsenal. So you play your 6 armors, 3 accelerator. Best card after searching with Geargia armor just speeds up, gets your rank 4 plays out. 3 MKs. I love this guy because he's your toolbox to your rank 3s. And Yugioh, you can do so many cool stuff with him as well. Yeah. I also play 2 max Cs. I feel like 3 is too much because when you're playing against decks that don't special lots, then they're basically dead cards. And most of this deck is trap based, so I just want to make sure I have something first turn, and then my traps can deal with the rest. And I tech 1 Trap Tricks Myrmilio because I feel by maining one of him I can get to one of my traps easier. And when he's specialed, he can pop a card. So he's just a very versatile card in general. 1600 attack, can beat over a Fire Fist, can actually, yeah, it's pretty good. So I play 16 monsters. Spells, I play 3 space, 2 dualities for consistency, Dark Hole, and I also play Soul Charge. I play 1 Soul Charge because you're really only going to need to activate 1 in the game. And you don't really need it most of the time, but it's there just in case your opponent like torrentials your field, and then you just Soul Charge, get all your armors back. And I also choose Pod Duality over Upstart because I feel with Upstart you're basically giving the opponent like a free monster for Soul Charge, per se, or like a free 7 tools for anyone who still runs it, but most people play Wiretap anyways. But yeah, that's just how I look at it. Traps, I play 3 Geargia gears, staple. 2 horns. I've seen lots of Geargia players play 3. I feel 2 is good enough in the main deck because, as I said before, like Boojins and decks that don't special lots, they're just dead cards. And dead cards are not good. 2 wiretaps, just to make sure your plays go through. 1 Call the Haunted. I was playing 2, but I decided to cut it down to 1 because I feel Call the Haunted, like, it's a great card, but it always gets spaced. And I feel like it shouldn't be cut altogether because I feel like when you do get this off, it's good. But I just feel like it's a waste of a card sometimes. But I mean, that's just me. I mean, I've been play testing like 2 for a long time, but I think I finally decided to go down to 1. I might go back up to 2 again though, so it's not final. And the rest are basically one-ofs. Torrential, Compulse, Solemn, Bottomless. Now here's where things get a little interesting. I play 1 Fiendish, 1 Breakthrough Skill, and 1 Trap Tricks Trap Hole Nightmare for negation. Now I know what you're thinking. Why am I playing all 3? Because the thing is, each one of these are better in certain situations. You can search this out with Myrmilio. Fiendish Chain is better in general because you can just stop attacks, but it's like terrible versus artifacts. This is amazing versus artifacts. This is also amazing versus artifacts. This gets rid of exceeds. This does not. This stops it in its tracks. So they all make up for each other, you know? And the other 2 I play are 1 Needle Sealing because I feel 1 only because, like, when your opponent doesn't expect you to have Needle Sealing, they just go off. and you activate Needle Stealing, you get so much plus off, but then after you do that, they're going to be more aware of it. So then they start playing more defensive with cards like Stardust and whatnot, and Maestroke and all those cards. And that's when you play 1 D Prison. D Prison just gets rid of lots of cards in general. I would like to run 2, but I mean, I can't find the space right now. But yeah. So, yeah, a lot of traps, but that's normal in Geargia. Extra deck, also fairly basic. 3 Gigants, your best boss monster. 1 Exciting, 1 Honor Arc. These cards just too good. They always come out. This one more, but yeah, this one comes a lot too. 1 Emerald, recycle all your stuff back. Recycles your Geargianos back if you have a dead Geargia gear, so it can become alive again. You can also recycle back the Myrmilio if you really want to try and draw it and search out your other trap hole, but yeah. 1 Dweller, need to play it. I'd want to play 2, but I just can't find the space. 1 Direwolf, pops problematic cards, pops a back row so you can go for game. It's very good card. 1 Black, Ship of Corn, great versus Boojins and artifacts, and just decks in general that have less attack than it. 1 Maestroke, also great versus Boojins because you can try and set it face down and they turn and you can just attack. And then you just make them lose a lot of resources just off this card alone, and then you can just make your plays. And then my toolbox, rank 7 engine, mech equipped. Awesome because you can protect any guy. Ghost Tricalcar, pop a back row. Tempo, great against Excited Knight, gets rid of the final material and then you can just attack over it. Soul of Silver Mountain, great because you can lock down their back row and then you can get back your Arsenal or Giga Armor. And then Giga Brilliant is great because there's times where your opponent will summon something like a Stardust and you will have troubles getting over it. So with Giga Brilliant, you can like summon Gigant, add MK2, summon MK2, bring like one of the level 3s back, make this, then this guy becomes 26 and then you can attack over it. So Giga Brilliant, definitely important. Some people are playing either Acid Golem and Crazy Box for skill drain. I honestly don't fear it because I play a lot of back row removal. So yeah. Side deck. 1 Max C for obvious reasons because it's the 3rd one. 1 DD Crow stops a lot of plays. Like 3.5 axis is still out there. You can just like DD Crow the monster they're trying to get back with Spirit. Soul Charge, you can like DD Crow the one that you want to get away. Great versus Dragons. Can get rid of a Boojin material. It just has a lot of great uses. 1 Twister, 1 Duster Nail. Like I said, I don't fear skill drain because I saved these cards for it. It's also for Madolche because Madolche relies heavily on Chateau and Tickets to recycle their plays. 1 Mind Control for the Mirror. 2nd Needle Sealing. As I said before, the opponent might expect it after 1 Needle Sealing, but like if they haven't seen it yet and they're playing a special heavy deck, then Needle Sealing will help you get through a game. Or if they're just playing a special heavy deck in general, you can just make sure that if they try and overextend, you have this card and you punish them, so you make sure they don't overextend. I play the 2nd Trap Hole Nightmare because you can search out, or you can search it out with Myrmilio, so I mean there's point of playing a 2nd, and it's just great versus Exceed decks in general. 1 D Fissure, 1 Macro, 1 Soul Drain. This is for like dragons and mermaids and decks like that. Artifacts too. Like artifacts are about a 50-50, I'd say. Some people say that Geargia have a better matchup, but I don't believe in that. 2 Mind Crush. Just great versus decks in general. Geargias, because they have their accelerators. And Boojins, because you can get rid of the cranes. So yeah. And then I play 3 debunks. Because this, getting rid of a dragon, basically almost wins you a game. And then your other back row does it for you. 3 debunks is just way too good. Because you can stop hand traps, you can stop artifacts, you can stop the fire hands and ice hands. It just has so many good uses. And like, there's a reason why this card is like super expensive, because it gets rid of so much stuff. But yeah, so that was the deck. Subject to change. Let me know what you guys think, if there's anything I should test. From the last deck profile, some of you were asking why I didn't run Fortune Tune. And I tried it for a while, but I felt like Emerald was better because you can plus off it. And I'm not sure if there was any others, but yeah, I decided to use Duality instead of Upstart because Duality is actually better just for the deck in general, because Upstart is a random draw, gives your opponent 1,000 life points. For some decks it's better because they're speed oriented. This deck is speed oriented by stopping your opponent, so yeah. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Leave any comments down below suggesting what I should try. And yeah, Rednovadragon, signing out.